welcome everyone to another episode of the Lorepod Podcast. I'm your host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Today, though, it is our bonus episodes here, or segment, whatever you want to call it, and that is going to be the Nuka Recap. We're going to be recapping episode 3 of season 2 of Fallout New Vegas in all the lore, Easter eggs, and shit that you might have missed. We're going to be doing this, so as per usual, starting from the episode and going through the episode as I took some notes and whatnot while enjoying a pretty damn good episode. Another 10 out of 10 for Fallout. So as we start out, though, of course, so we see that Maximus' old squire there is doing a bottle cap running facility and making bottle caps and then taking the bottle caps and putting it in there. That was also a mission that the courier in New Vegas, we actually had to stop. And I believe it was also a Sunset Sarsaparilla plant as well. Nice little, neat little nod towards that mission. And you know what? It's a quick, easy way to make fucking caps. That being said, though, he is using kid ghouls as well as smoothskins too. Comes into play later. But that I find very interesting because you don't often see kid ghouls at all. As we are pushing forward, though, we're going to flash forward to Caesar's Legion. That's right. We get our first live action. Like, they basically get the whole fucking episode of Caesar's Legion. We did get some context from the other characters, though, because they have been fighting for a very, very long time. That being said, it's been about 20 years since the Shady Sands event happened here, and we do know it's been about 20 or so years since the events of Fallout New Vegas happened as well. We're going to cover this later on, so which is in the timeline here, it does fit. And we're going to be talking about the timeline here later on, too, but diving back into Caesar's Legion here, they show you the atrocities really quickly of slave labor, mass murder, crucifixion, all that shit, and just how actually stupid they fucking are. Because I don't know about you guys, but I either choose Mr. House or I choose NCR. I have never chosen to do Caesar's Legion ending ever in Fallout New Vegas. Because I'm like, why? I can't fucking, I'm like, no, fuck these guys. And it shows us how, like, stupid their whole thing, even Lucy calls them out, like, you guys have a mix of Roman and German, like, they call them Kaiser, and, like, that is German. What are you talking? Like, she calls them out on their shit. And it is like, fuck you, and they crucify her. It is insane to me. And, of course, we also do have the kid who played from Home Alone is also in there as well. But he had the armor, by the way, of a certain guy, Lanius. He had Lanius's armor, which is very interesting to me because Lanius was this big hulking dude, so I think he probably picked it up. Unless that truly is Lanius and we were all fucking deceived in the end, and that could have been a thing too, because he was also murdering his own troops. That could have been. I gotta check IMDb on that one. We do also get not one, but two Caesar. And it was the hierarchy. We do know that Caesar was going to die eventually because there was a brain tumor. He left a note in there, and I couldn't quite tell what the fuck it said. Comment down below if you tell me if you know what it said. But Caesar did have a brain tumor in the game, so he did die. He's not going to make it up 20 years. He died on a fucking hill, and they just mass-directed two different camps for I want to be Caesar, I'm going to be Caesar, and then they had a civil war going on. They're the most Caesar's Legion shit of all fucking time. And they were talking about how they got to go to war still against the Khans, meaning the Khans never did join them in the end, though, which is interesting. And then, of course, so we're looking at the Awa saying, I would like that they're like Awa. Like, they had all their sayings and shit, and the armor and everything, and the banners and shit, all of it, even the slaves, they look straight out of the fucking game. It was insane. It felt like when the first time I had to go see Caesar and he was pissed off because I killed a bunch of troops already. Like, you dare stand in front of me? And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm going to come back here and kill you. And kill your whole camp. Oh, that was a good time. And then, fun little fact, by the way, in case you never did that, you can go in there. If you have a high enough, like, level and got a good companion with you and shit, and you have good enough weapons, you can just, like, fast travel to Caesar, kill him, kill everybody in the fucking camp. It takes about half an hour, but you're, like, fucking just set with that shit. And then after you kill the whole camp and loot it and shit, guess what? You actually get a dialogue in it. They're like, until a couple of years ago, I replay New Vegas every year. I need to do more. I waited to the end of the show to do more. I've already replayed it once this year. I started a new one. I have to replay it next year. Well, I'm recording this December 31st, 2025. That being said here, you can get extra dialogue for when you play and kill Caesar. So they'll be like, you're that son of a bitch who killed Caesar. Like, buy this man a drink. And they're like, you're the one who killed Caesar. Like, you get a lot. And then Caesar Legion will be like, you killed Caesar. And they're like, I did. I very much did. And I'm happy. It's great. I love it. We do have some flashbacks, with Cooper Howard. that actually tie in very heavily still to it as well. We do see his friend Charlie, and I gotta point out there, the Marine dress uniforms is like black and red, which is interesting. Obviously they're talking about fighting in Anchorage at the VFW, or Mr. House is. Mr. House is like teasing he knows what the fuck is going on. Very much a Mr. House thing to like go there, show up, and be like, hello, bitch. And they were talking about the Battle of Anchorage, which I know in the teaser trailer we do get to see, and I think we're gonna see the Death Claws, because we never... that's a different scenario there, but... in the kitchen, though, we do see that his wife is packing up. And Sarah there, she's packing up for the end of the world. We know what's going to happen anyway. So like, she's packing up shit there. And there's a giddy-up toy, actually, and a teddy bear you see throughout. But there's a mini giddy-up toy, miniature robotic horse toy on the counter. I love that. And also, that kitchen is straight up a Fallout kitchen. It's fucking amazing. As we go forward, though, we do see a little bit of lore here and the main battle room for Maximus's section of the Brotherhood of Steel, who's more religious, and it's actually called out a lot too by the guy, the paladin from the fucking heartburn, the paladin there from the Commonwealth. He does call it out and say there's a lot more clerics here, and there's a cleric in charge, and you guys have, and like even the other Brotherhood of Steel people from that were visiting were like, yeah, why are you guys uber fucking religious? Like, what is going on here with this? Like, that's not and the guy just called, he's like, there's more clerics just scurrying around like cockroaches and shit. Like, he called it out. We're just fucking great. And like, he was like, yeah, why? And even the other one was like, we don't do this religious shit. Like, what are you guys doing? Because they want to have their civil war and shit like that too. And the paladin from the Commonwealth is still like, hey, if you give me this, like, we want to have a civil war, and I will be the one to fucking fight you. And the Commonwealth isn't doing so hot. Like, it could be, and they're like, it's bad out here. Like, it could be a lot worse. Indicating, like, what happened? And they said if we lose the Commonwealth, we lose the rest of the world. So I'm curious to see if, like, because if in timeline-wise, the show takes place only a few years after Fallout 4, though. So I'm wondering if, like, there's still a battle going on with the Institute. Like, I feel like that was a hint towards, like, it being worse. That's because in the Commonwealth, what the fuck is going on? Super mutants and shit? The biggest thing in the Commonwealth is the Institute. I think the Institute isn't dead right now. I think that's a big fucking thing. We do get, though, in that big map sign there, we do get in that main office scene where they're trying to convince another Brotherhood of Steel member to join, or the other Brotherhood sections. We do see this area controlled by groups. They were very smart about this. They had the different Brotherhood groups there. They had Caesar's Legion in 2 different spots. By Hoover Dam, of course, as well. So he saw Hoover Dam on the back, which was neat to see, because that was such a big, huge point of the New Vegas game. And I'm wondering who controls that. That's also a big thing as well. But we do see that, of course, there's that, and the Brotherhood factions there, Caesar's Legion. We see some other blotches of, like, groups that are controlling it, but we don't know what groups they are, and I find that very interesting. Of course, our paladin from Commonwealth does have the classic orange suit with that pilot's jacket on there that we saw a lot in Fallout 4. That being said, though, we got to the best fucking part. I flip shit in this episode so fucking much, because we got to see Camp Golf. I loved Camp Golf. Camp Golf was home to the Misfits. It was home to that one Ranger. It was home to the NCR Veteran Rangers. Like, it was home to all these people there. And you helped out the group of Misfits, or the shittiest NCR squad, and you helped them come to be it. And Camp Golf looked straight out of the fucking show. It was insane. The tents, the satellites, the building, the signage, even the inside with all the equipment and everything like that everywhere as well. And by the way, the inside did show us Victor's alive. We got our first live action Securitron, everybody. God, I love the Securitrons. I don't know what it is, but I've loved them ever since New Vegas came out when I was a teenager, and I've been playing it since. And just love him. And he's my favorite one. He's clearly seen some rougher wares. So Victor's having some technical difficulties, talking about the Caesar Legion and NCR have been fighting for years, and cats and dogs, but he was talking how they went to Hills. But also, like, the Ghoul and Victor know each other. That is cool. Like, that is really cool. I'm like, God damn it, fucking Victor, the nicest robot ever, man. The one who dug us up from fucking being shot in the head by Benny back in the day, man. He's still fucking kicking, and I love it. He's just kicking around. He's just hanging out in the building, man. That's all he's doing. And I that was probably my favorite scene, was the Ghoul and Victor, because I'm like, this is what we've all wanted. Like, and oh god, and flashing forward here, we do see Prim in the background, by the way. Nothing seems to be moving back there, but Caesar's Legion is parked very close near it, making me wonder, are the people of Prim still there? We saw like the Buffalo hotel. We saw the roller coasters and shit. And I'm wondering if they're still around. A lot of good people in there too. You just gotta hope. And then we do meet some NCR troopers that are in horrible shape. The uniforms are all gone to shit. One is dealing with mental health. The NCR Ranger is dealing with mental health issues. And we got a trooper as well. Like it's like two of them that are just fucking held out. And that's it. And they keep saying there's a battalion over here. Like we're gonna be saved there. The ghouls, like they're dead. Like no one's coming. Like Shady Sands is gone. And there's nothing there. And they need the radio help for him, but he's like, no one's coming for you. You have to accept this. And I'm wondering if that's wrong. I'm wondering if, like, they actually just need the radio help because there is actually a big group of NCR. Like, maybe the NCR, the New Vegas branch, has survived whatever has happened, by the way, because we still don't know what has happened to Las Vegas, or New Vegas. We don't know what happened in New Vegas. We knew New Vegas is destroyed. Like, NCR got fucked. They've been fighting for 20 years, apparently, against Caesar's Legion still. But we also know there's no courier right now. Supposedly, there's no courier. And something happened. Something really bad happened in New Vegas. And maybe it was the lack of NCR troops to maintain order, but the towns seem more abandoned. They're run by more druggies, more ghouls. The Securitrons are worse for wear. Like, something happened. And I'm going to be very curious to see what it is. I want to see what is Freeside like? What is the Strip like? Like, what is happening here? Something really bad happened, and we're going to probably find out here coming up soon. But going back to it, I really do think there is going to be a NCR comeback. Like, by the end of the show, we're going to see the NCR be like, no, bitch, we've been here, and we've been fucking fighting you, asshole. And those small troopers on that hill are going to be proven wrong, and maybe that's the NCR supporters in my brain. They're going to be back, man. They're going to be back. Now, as we do see another Securitron is glitching, and we don't know where or what town, but we do see Maximus and the Paladin from Commonwealth actually go to town and battle a Securitron and using a super sledge. That's right, the rocket-powered sledge, man. That was fucking awesome to see that thing come into play. And it was a tough battle. Even in Power Armor, it shows Securitrons are very, like, to them it's using Power Armor, but it didn't die right away. It took two of them. They were kind of fucking around, but if you didn't have Power Armor, Securitrons are going to fucking kill you. And it was glitching really hard, which makes me curious about what's the state of Mr. House right now. That also being said, too, we did get to see that when he turned in, we did get to see the soldier's face. He was like, fuck yeah. He didn't use the shoulder rockets. He used his wrist rocket and his wrist machine gun. He didn't use any of the other high-powered weaponry that would come from the Platinum chip. So I'm wondering what's been going on with that. But again, this one is also glitching out, so who knows. That being said, though, the soldier face doesn't come online. It's usually a police officer face, but the soldier face will come on there when he has the upgrade. Meaning, what is going on with Securitrons right now? Of course, so we do get a good-ass indicator of war and what happens on the front lines of troops and shit with Charlie, Cooper Howard's friend at the VFW. And we do see that the Legion is now killing each other, which of course is going to end their civil war. In the end, they're kind of spark things off there with the ghoul, meaning I think they're probably just all going to kill each other, and that's the end of Caesar's Legion. I really hope that's the end of Caesar's Legion. That being said, though, we do see that Maximus started a war now between the Brotherhood because he killed the fucking Paladin and there's no way he's going to get away with it. He killed that Paladin. So that's going to be interesting to see there. And what happens with that? God fucking knows. Now, in the end credits, though, we do see a Robco Industries nuclear launch site. Now, I'm wondering if this has to do with maybe they're retconning because it was back in the lore. We do know House did have a computer system and a weapon system to combat the nukes. Maybe that's what he had for it, and that's what we're looking at. Or maybe it was he did shoot the bombs first there. I don't know, but we do see that with some guards that are long dead and Securitrons and rad roaches. We do also see, though, too, that we do see a skeleton person called a corpse crawling into that silo. But crawling into that silo, we actually are able to see that it has a White Glove Society member mask on it. I caught that. I fucking caught that. Those cannibal motherfuckers, one of the groups that House put together, the three or four families from New Vegas, was fucking there. The white glows, that was a neat little fucking Easter egg right there. I like it a lot. All right, everybody, that is the Easter eggs and the lore from Fallout Episode 3. Be sure to subscribe to the Lorepod Podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts, or if you're on the YouTube channel, which shout out to you motherfuckers, you've been great. You've been really popping off on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like on our video, comment down below some of the Easter eggs you caught that maybe I missed as well. The Lorepod Podcast is also available wherever you listen to podcasts. And that lorepod.podbean.com, and my social media is going to be in the description box down below, like my Instagram, my X, and on my Twitch. Thanks everybody as always, and stay creative.